When you see yourself in the gym, pumped up, that's what you want to look like. Because as soon as you leave the gym and you lose the pump, you're obviously like flatter, you're a bit smaller. So you're constantly chasing that pump. And it's like an endless cycle because you see yourself looking better, and then once you achieve that, you've got the next better version of yourself after that. So it's, yeah, it is very addicting. I'm very happy with what I've achieved in the 5 years that I've been training, but by no means am I happy with the way I look at the moment. I mean, I'm happy, but obviously I want more. And that's our big downfall, that we're very self-conscious about the way we look. Ich heiße Adrian Kovats, ich bin ein österreichischer Bodybuilder. Ich bin in 2014 nach Teesside gesiedelt und ich bereite mich gerade vor für meine Competition, wo ich meinen Titel als Mr. North Britain verteidigen werde. The thing is, I've got like an ideal physique in mind, you know, that I would like to achieve. But that's the question as well. It's like, once I achieve that, am I going to want something more? Am I going to want something better than that? 3 days before the show, I don't go to the gym anymore. So I want to be nice and fresh when I step on stage. So those 3 days are when I'm most anxious because I can't train. The only thing I can do is like just practice my posing and things like that. And that's probably when I'm just like, okay, I want this to finally be over with, because at that point there's very little difference that you can make. Because at the end of the day, when you're competing on stage, you don't have to be the biggest, as long as you have the full package. And by that I mean, as I say, like having everything in balance. You can be standing next to somebody whose upper body is like twice as big as yours, but if he doesn't have the lower body to go with it, he doesn't have the full package, and that's what you need to win. I did hit a point where I had to force feed myself to get all the food in because I wasn't hungry, I didn't have any appetite, but I had to eat this food. At that point, yeah, you might think, oh, but you know, it's easy enough not to eat this food. But then, am I doing it with passion anymore or not? You know, so since I am doing it with passion, it's something you have to push through. It doesn't matter what you dedicate your life to. If you dedicate your life to it, you know, if you're passionate about it, you're going to do whatever it takes. And same thing here. People who are not into it competitively, they will assume that most of the work gets done in the gym, but as I said, it's a 24-hour sport, 7 days a week. Nutrition is 90% of it. Like, your body's like a machine, so you need to feed it constantly. You need to have something to burn, something to break down at all times, and that's why you'll find bodybuilders eating regularly, pretty much every 3 hours. We pretty much do live out Tupperware boxes at this point. It's only when I'm at home, if I feel like making a plate dirty, I'll put it on the plate, you know, if I want to eat a little bit fancier. When I'm in the zone, I really enjoy the motto of kill everything. You see yourself in the mirror and you think, okay, I need to work on this. So you're kind of just like chiseling your body. At the corner of the eye, you're kind of looking at them saying like, okay, what does this person look like? How do I compare to this person? We judge ourselves the absolute like hardest we possibly can. Like, we feel more insecure about our bodies than like the remaining 99% of people. The funny thing about bodybuilding is that you don't have to know somebody for a long time. You can meet them in the first time, but if you have that connection, you know, you're kind of like brothers in iron in a way. If it came down to it, for whatever kind of emergency it would be, they'll be there to help me out without questions asked. You know, and as I say, a lot of these people I only ever see in the gym, but because of this niche little hobby that we have, you just connect at a different level. And you would with ordinary people. There's not much else I do. I've got rabbits. I play with those.